Have you ever wondered what would happen if a city was completely sealed off from the rest of the world? Not for a lockdown, but because it's filled with flesh-eating monsters. That's the chilling premise of the new horror film, Silent Zone. And today, we're diving deep into its terrifying world to uncover every hidden detail, every shocking twist, and the dark secrets that lie at its core. This isn't just a zombie movie. It's a story about survival, fear, and what happens when humanity is pushed to its absolute limit. So, buklap, po, because we're about to enter the Silent Zone. The story begins in the year 2028. Deep within a secret government laboratory, a catastrophic failure occurs. A highly contagious and engineered virus, codenamed Z23, escapes its containment. This isn't just any virus. It's a biological weapon designed to rewrite human DNA. The infection spreads through the city like wildfire, moving faster than any official response can contain it. The effects are horrifying and immediate. Anyone infected is transformed into a ravenous, flesh-eating zombie, driven by a singular, primal instinct to hunt. In a desperate and drastic measure, the government makes a brutal decision. They quarantine the entire metropolis, erecting massive walls and severing all contact. The city is officially declared a lost cause, a dead zone. They give it a new name, the Silent Zone. But inside this concrete tomb, life, against all odds, clings on. We meet a small, ragtag group of survivors who have managed to escape the initial wave of infection. Bersiaplah, a natural leader who carries the weight of everyone's safety on his shoulders. Maya, a compassionate nurse whose medical skills are now more critical than ever. Arga, a disciplined soldier trained for combat, but not for this kind of endless nightmare. And finally, Danu, a teenager who has seen his world crumble before he even had a chance to live in it. This unlikely family is trapped, surrounded by millions of monsters, with dwindling supplies and fading hope. They've found a temporary hideout, but the walls can't protect them from the growing tension within the group. Fear is a poison, and mistrust begins to spread, threatening to tear them apart before the zombies even get a chance. With their food and water running dangerously low, the group knows they can't stay hidden forever. They have to venture out into the silent, desolate streets to scavenge for supplies. Every step outside their shelter is a gamble. The city is an eerie, quiet graveyard, but they know that silence is the most dangerous sound of all. It's during one of these supply runs that their worst fears are realized. Out of nowhere, they are ambushed by a massive horde of zombies. What follows is a heart-pounding chase sequence through abandoned alleyways and crumbling buildings. It's a desperate fight for survival, a chaotic blur of close calls and pure adrenaline. They manage to escape, but not without a cost. In the chaos, one of them gets bitten. Terrified of what the others would do, they decide to hide the wound, hoping it's just a scratch, hoping the infection won't take hold. A ticking time bomb has just been activated within the group, and they don't even know it. Their search for supplies leads them to an unexpected discovery: an underground government facility hidden beneath the city. It's the very same lab where the outbreak began. Inside, they find documents, computer logs, and video recordings. that reveal a horrifying truth. The Z23 virus wasn't an accident. It was the core of a top-secret military experiment, codenamed the Silent Project. The goal was monstrously ambitious: to create a new breed of beings stripped of all emotion, fear, and pain, programmed only for combat. The project was a catastrophic failure, creating uncontrollable monsters instead of soldiers. And the most chilling revelation: the government knew. They didn't just quarantine the city to contain the virus, they abandoned it, writing off every man, woman, and child inside as acceptable losses. The survivors realized they were never meant to be rescued. They were left to die. This horrifying revelation hits them hard, but they have little time to process it. The secret kept by one of their own is about to explode. Danu, the young teenager, starts showing the first undeniable symptoms of the infection. His fever spikes, his veins darken, and his behavior becomes erratic and aggressive. The group is thrown into a brutal conflict. The ticking time bomb has gone off. Maya, the nurse, wants to believe there's a cure, a way to save him. But Arga, the soldier, sees the cold, hard reality. Danu is a threat. They have to make an impossible choice. Do they risk everyone's life for the slim hope of saving him? Or do they end his suffering before he turns completely and kills them all? The debate is cut short by a gut-wrenching moment. Danu loses his battle. The virus takes over, and with a horrifying scream, he lunges, no longer a boy, but a monster. The final act is a symphony of chaos and sacrifice. The fight with the newly turned Danu draws a massive horde of zombies to their location. Trapped and overwhelmed, the group is forced to retreat deeper into the lab. It's here that Arga makes the ultimate sacrifice. Seeing no other way out, he decides to create a diversion to save the others. He barricades himself in the facility's generator room, looks back at Raka and Maya one last time, and triggers a massive explosion. The blast rips through the underground complex, taking him and a huge number of the infected with it. Raka and Maya are blown back by the force, and they make a desperate escape through collapsing tunnels and burning debris, barely making it to the surface as the world crumbles behind them. As they emerge, they witness the city being consumed by fire and destruction. The Silent Zone is finally living up to its name, ending not with a bang, but with an all-consuming, fiery silence. As the sun rises, the smoke begins to clear, revealing a city of ruins and ash. Raka and Maya stand together, exhausted, broken, but alive. They are the only ones left. Looking out over the devastation, Raka speaks a line that perfectly captures their grim reality. He says in Indonesian, "Tidak ada yang selamat, hanya yang masih berjuang." It translates to, "No one is safe. There are only those who are still fighting." It's a powerful, somber moment. They haven't won. They've simply survived another day. But the film isn't finished with them, or with us. In the final, terrifying shot, the camera slowly zooms out, revealing the vast, ruined landscape. And in the distance, new figures begin to emerge from the shadows. More zombies. The explosion didn't destroy them all. The terror is not over. The fight has just begun. And that's the incredible story of Silent Zone. It's more than just a horror movie. It's a deep dive into human nature under pressure. What did you think of that ending? The idea that survival is just a continuous struggle is so haunting. Let me know in the comments below what you would have done in their situation. Would you have tried to save Dan? Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on the best new films and shows. We'll see you in the next one.